My friends, hello. I've shared in the past that I spent 10 years in the restaurant industry, and I was very fortunate to spend the end of my time in that industry in a super high-end restaurant that was just absolutely beautiful, and I really, really enjoyed the experience. What was unique about it was because it was such a high-end restaurant, it was really expected that we treated the clientele a little bit differently than you would in other restaurants. And so we would regularly be saying things like yes, sir, or yes, ma'am. And so for me, and we'd say other things like my pleasure and all this stuff, so it was really just, kind of just nice and proper and so forth. It felt weird to me at first. It felt uncomfortable to be saying things like my pleasure or yes sir, yes ma'am. But what I found over time was that it became more natural, and it even started to influence how people responded back to me. When I would start engaging with individuals by, really giving them respect of saying something like yes sir or yes ma'am, it really over time started to influence how they respond back. And so what's funny is I've been doing this for now, a long, long time, and it's become a part of my vocabulary. It's become a part of the way that I speak and part of the way that I send emails or texts. I mean, very often instead of saying, what's up, man, I'll say, hey, sir. And like, that's how I, text my friends. And what's interesting is how people respond. And so I've started to teach this to my children as well. To me, it's really important that I teach respect to my children, that they are respectful towards those around them. And so, I'll address my boys and my daughter. I'll say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, to even to them. And I expect similarly when they're being given directions that they respond that way to my wife and I share all this with you because I want to give you this. This is something to think about for yourself. If you are not feeling as though you're being treated the way that you want to be treated, you have a choice on how you treat other people. Every single day, you have a choice on how you treat them. And the way that you treat other people is teaching them how they are allowed to treat you. So if you're the kind of person who's always sending, what's up, dude, to other people, you should expect that you're going to get a what's up, dude, back in the texts. People aren't going to be giving you a different level of respect than you give to them. This is something that I teach in the programs that I do, where really respect needs to be given. There's a perception, an old school perception that I don't think is appropriate anymore, that respect must be earned. Some people still believe that, and if they believe that, then they're probably the ones who are going to get left in the dust in the past, because you have the opportunity to give respect freely to other people. And what you'll find is people will reciprocate that back to you. Now, this isn't something that's going to take place overnight. If you've been texting people, what's up, dude, for 15 years, don't expect that to just magically change because you start saying sir or ma'am. But the thing that you can do is be intentional and be consistent with your behavior. And when you change it, what you'll find is over a period of time, people will behave differently towards you. If you want more respect from other people, you don't get it because you got some new degree or some new title or some new whatever. People don't care about any of that. What people actually care about is how you treat them. And if you treat them with respect, they will treat you with respect too. So moving forward, this is something that you have the opportunity to do. You can address people, sir, ma'am, mix for those who are using they, them pronouns. You can address people by the way that's going to make them feel respected. And when you do that, they will start to respect you back because you're behaving like a leader.